All right, guys. We are having some issues right now. I cannot see you guys' chat on my computer, so I have to use my phone in order to read the comments. So if I am not responding quick enough, or if I'm not responding at all, guys, I'm sorry. It is because I am having to use a second device. For whatever reason, I don't know what I'm doing. So, and for whatever reason, it's not letting me read your questions right now, or response, or chat, whatever. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this because I don't have much time today. I just wanted to go ahead and get things going. Um, while I am staring at the chat, before I pull up the screen, can everybody hear me? Do I sound good? Can you hear me? This is all new. This is all a test run. So I need your guys' help. I can hear myself, which is really weird. So I'm guessing you guys can hear me. Please do not bring up the Saints in my chat today. I am a little salty about them right now. No Saints. No Saints talk. No Pelicans talk. I'm salty. I'm sorry. I love you guys, but I can't do it. I can't do it right now. I'm going to give everybody about, I just posted on Reddit that I was going live, so I'm going to give it about a minute to see how many more people come in. I got 17 viewers in right now, and that's a lot more than I was expecting. So just fair warning, guys, I am not a good talker. I'm not a good talker whatsoever. If you've seen my videos, you know, you see how I cut in and out throughout the whole video, like I slice things up. It's because I am a horrible talker. So you guys might not like me doing these live streams. You might hate the way I babble. So let's see. Again, guys, I'm reading your chats on my phone, so this might be a little difficult. I'm trying to keep up. All right. So I wanted to do a live just because this is something I want to do more often. I want to do this at least once a week, maybe twice a month, once a week, 3 times. I don't know. I really don't know. It's been a long day, guys. But I wanted to go ahead and get things set up and kind of get things going, and get the whole layout figured out. I'm not very computer savvy, so again, this is all a trial run. So leave me some input. Let me know when I'm doing well. Let me know when I'm not doing well. What sounds good? What doesn't sound good? Does the audio work? Is it too loud? Um, I'll take all the criticism I can get from you guys today. But since we are here, I have not really had the time to spend on YouTube to keep up what's going on in the frauding world, guys. But something caught my attention recently, and it is this drama with Press NH Now and his old lady, or his ex old lady, I should say. Um, she, so I don't know much. I don't know anything about any of this at all. Uh, I've seen Frauditor Troll making a few videos about this whole situation. I haven't actually sat down and watched any of them, but today we're gonna watch. So we're gonna watch a video. His ex-girlfriend posted her side of the story of what's going on, and then he posted his side video from jail, because oh yeah, he's in jail, um, about their whole situation. But apparently, he's in jail for not frauding reasons, but for, I think, again, we're gonna watch the video and we're gonna learn together. I think it's because he broke the terms of a stay away order that the courts put on him or something. Um, from what I can gather, there was like a day left on this stay away order. It was like a 2 year stay away order or something, and there was like a day left, and he broke that within the day. Um, so he's been uh, wanted for a while. That goes to explain why he's been in Florida the last few videos. I've done maybe 3 videos on him in the past 2 months, and all of them were in Florida. So that goes to explain why he's been in Florida and not. I mean, I think he's from like Boston, the Boston area or something. So, um, let's go ahead and I don't quite know how I'm going to do this. I don't know if I'm going to pause the videos, let them play through. We'll see. Um, let's see. Let's go ahead and do. Let's hear her side of the story. Let's hear X Miss Press NH now. Her wow, her channel's name is actually Press Lady. Let's go ahead and watch her side of the story. Listen to her side of the story, guys. I'm going into this completely blind. I don't know anything at all about this. If this gets a little too whatever, I'm gonna go ahead and stop it because I'm not gonna sit here and just listen. This isn't Jerry Springer. I'm so not gonna sit here and listen to a bunch of baby mama drama. So let's go ahead. Let's see what we can learn today.
Hey everybody, this is Amber Lynn, Mark Manchin's ex-girlfriend, who he decided to publicly bash on his YouTube channel. You'll have to excuse me, I have a bit of a cold right now, so I'm going to try to make it through this without coughing or sneezing too much. So he states that he did not send me a friend request on Snapchat. However, he did. I took it to the police department because there was an active DVRO due to reasons that I kind of don't want to disclose because I don't want to put myself through that mental mindset again. All of this has been very traumatizing, and I've had to do quite a bit of extra therapy lately to try to get through it. It just doesn't make sense. I want to start off by saying Mark came up to New Hampshire. I'm sorry I'm all over the place, but Mark came up to New Hampshire to turn himself in on the warrant that he had gotten from contacting me on Snapchat. And I believe that he was under the impression that he was going to be getting out the same day that he turned himself in. However, there was a new law passed in New Hampshire where you do not get out right off when you violate a DVRO. It's not a happening thing. So he's trying to say that I sent him a friend request. Right here, if I wanted to add him, all I have to do is press add. But I didn't. There it is from that day where, you know, he sent me a friend request, and I was getting out of my car. I was dealing with our baby at the time, who was, oh god, she was probably like maybe 16 months or so. I'm just taking a guesstimate because I mean she's 26 months right now. This happened back in July. Yeah, maybe she was a little older than that, but anywho, I was dealing with her, getting out of the car and everything, and I accidentally bumped the accept thing. So there it is again. And there's where I accidentally bumped it. I had told the police, about the whole thing. I have multiple.
Okay, so I've never been on Snap. I've never used Snapchat before. So, but I have accidentally hit things scrolling and stuff. So that is very believable that she would accidentally accept a friend request that's shown up. I've hit things when it like a notification has popped up, and then I'm like, shit, 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 shit. It happens. That's believable. But the thing is, he sent her in order for her to accidentally accept it. He would have to send her the friend request. So he's already right there breaking the restraining order, stay away order, whatever you want to call it, by giving whatever, like just by sending her a friend request. That is considered, guessing that can be considered, contact. So yeah, I mean, I know. I think that's almost just as bad as him sending her a text message.
Screenshots. I mean, there it is again. To accept it. This is his profile. And there it is.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
26
you
months
have
is
to
that.
press
Just say two
add
years
in
old.
order to have somebody as a friend on there and then send them a request, which he did. He did it to mine. Accept. Okay. So it says recently joined. Now this is his profile. Like his
Okay, first off, gross. Just he's a grown man. That is you're a grown man taking selfies in the mirror. Like isn't Snapchat? I mean, I get older people are on it, but isn't that made for children? And this is a grown man taking like it. It just what there's words I want to say right now that I'm holding back because I don't know the rules of what I can and can't say with YouTube kicking me off the live. But come on, man. I mean, I know she's going through a lot, but shame on you for that.
his public profile, he posted, selfies and stuff on it. Um, yeah. So there's that again, just to reiterate. I accidentally bumped it and accepted him, but I never sent him a request. Um, there's more of a story. There's our daughter. Um, there's his profile again. And then there is him taking a screenshot of our conversations. But I was doing the same thing because I was showing the PD, like, hey, look, like he's got access, but it's in my contacts. He tried saying like, oh, I don't have it, blah blah blah. But I mean, why would his photo and his name be there and then it say in my contacts, like if it wasn't in fact him? There's some more pictures of our daughter. That's my story. He viewed my story. See, he viewed it. Like, not just now, but just then. But see, he subscribed to me that day. And
Okay, pretty much she's just saying everything we already know that he's a creep. Let's fast forward through this a little bit. I want to hear some of her explanation. I want to hear what she's got to say about this.
everything of that matter. Now, my next question is if he was innocent and he
Wait, hold up. Are you guys really counting the months? How many months you guys are? Y'all are ridiculous.
didn't send me the friend request on Snapchat, and I understand it's like, it's Snapchat. Okay, but it's still against the court order. If he was innocent and he didn't do it, then why do I have screenshots of him doing it? It doesn't make sense. He knew what he was doing that day. He knew that he was violating the protection order, and he thought that I was gonna fold just like his ex-wife Maria, who has been working closely with him, and they have a really weird friendship. I never cared for it when we were together, but he thought that I was gonna fold like her and just not do anything about this whole thing, and just keep letting him get away with it. He always coerced me into dropping the charges, like the DVROs, and begging with the prosecutors and stuff to drop them. And I was like, this time, no. Like, you did it. You violated it. You have defamed me. You have done all this stuff to us. You moved to Florida, like, under the impression that I was going to go with you, but I left you. I left you months ago, man. I left him, oh, God, like, I don't know, last year or something like that. We tried doing, we tried keeping things together for our daughter, but he didn't.
Wait, you guys are getting commercials? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry to pause the video. You guys are saying y'all are getting commercials during the live? That's strange. You're not coming from me. That's a YouTube thing. I don't have any sponsors or anything like that. So that's just, I guess that's a perk of not having YouTube Premium. It sucks. That that's really shitty. I'm sorry, guys. I have nothing to do with that. I can't stop them. Um, Actually, maybe I can. The next, I think I can. I think I can go through the settings. My next video, I'll try to take that off. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know.
He couldn't get a grip on himself. He couldn't get a grip on like anything. Um, so I was like, yeah, no, I'm all set. Like, I'm all set. I don't care about the money and fame. I don't care about, what you think that you could offer me, what you think that you could do for our daughter, because you haven't done anything. I've been raising her alone with no support from him. Christ, even earlier, I was like, oh my God, like, wouldn't it be so funny if he told his followers, funnel it into her Cash App. I owe her child support. Just send whatever you're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can turn them off too. I'll do that for the next time I go live. I'm not gonna end the stream for that right now. I'm sorry. I really apologize, guys. I had no idea. I don't have somebody guiding me through this, but I'm glad you guys are letting me know so I could turn that off. That's kind of ridiculous for a live stream. Oh, I got somebody from New Iberia, Louisiana. You're about 2 hours down the street from me, so uh, actually I did a video on a frauditor. I don't remember who it was, but I want to say a frauditor got arrested at a bank in New Iberia recently. I think I did a video on that, maybe, or maybe I didn't. I don't know.
Donate to her. Like, okay, cool, whatever. It wouldn't be used for luxury stuff. It would literally go right to my kid. All of his money that he gets from his followers goes towards his luxurious lifestyle and whatever girl he's going to like try to woo next. And it is what it is. I mean, that's none of my business, but um the fact that he's lying to his followers is really irritating, and the things that they're saying about me personally are just.
The fact that he's lying to his followers, that's all he does is lie to his followers. The fact that he's lying to his followers, I'm sorry, this isn't the only thing he's lying to his followers about. That's all he does is lie to them to get money from them. He's granted he's not as bad as the Long Island audits or whatever. I don't think he has the following size of Long Island audits. But yeah, come on.
They're heinous. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a bad person. I made a bad choice by getting with him, but he got me at a time in my life where I was at my lowest, and he like love bombed me, and then all of a sudden, things went south, and they didn't work between us, and obviously we are where we are today.
We can all believe this lady right now, though. We can all believe that because he is one of. Look, if you think about it, there's really two kinds of fraudsters out there. There's the very manipulating, gaslighting, conniving frauditors, the bullies. He's one of them. Like I said, Long Island Audit is one of them. FAP was one of them. You could say J-Town maybe is one of them. You could probably say J-Town's one of them. And there's another one. There's another spectrum of frauditor that they're just really dumb. They truly believe they're above the law. Either they are above the law or they found some kind of loophole in the law to where they can get away with this foolishness and make a little change on YouTube doing it. But everything she's saying is he makes a living doing exactly what he did to her on YouTube to all his subscribers. He's a professional gaslighter. That's what he did to her.
I don't hate him. I don't dislike him. He made a lot of bad choices, and he violated a restraining order. That's at the end of the day, that's what this is. He violated a restraining order, and he doesn't want to deal with the consequences that come with it. So I really don't know what to tell him. The only thing I really know, like, what to say is, I am fearful of this man. The amount of mental abuse, the physical abuse, the
Can't
emotional
imagine he
abuse,
likes the word no very
psychological,
much,
just
especially in a
everything that
relationship.
he had put us through. Not only me, but like my other children as well. I have more than just the baby. He made it so that I can't have my other kids. And even seeing them now is like pulling teeth because the other parents, the fathers are fearful that I'm going to get back with Mark, which I'm not going to. I have gotten married to someone else who, by the way, is not a cop. We were in college to try to become officers.
Hold on, hold.
Um, so, I mean, that's something that I could never do when I was with Mark, obviously, because of what he does for a job, and he didn't want to be married to a cop. But it's my dream job. I've seen, how people treat them, whatever. But Mark has made it so that, I can't see my.
That is something. Okay, that's something I've been hearing since day one doing this on YouTube. Was her dating a cop? She just confirmed not only she's not dating a cop, she's dating a guy who's I guess going to school to become a cop or whatever, and she's also doing that. I have done videos on Mark and with her in being a part of the frauditing mayhem. She was there. The one, oh man, there was a video where he was like, I can't remember what it was, guys, but he was at some sort of post office, and there was like this guy who was even more insane than Mark, basically attacked him, was like claiming to was threatening to kill Mark. Um, and she was there. She was a part of it. She was that is insane. She was basically a frauditor. She was a frauditor with him. Let's I understand she's going through a lot, and that's we should I'm not. What I'm saying is that it's crazy. She was basically a frauditor. You go to her channel right now, the channel that I'm playing this video. There's frauditing videos. There's frauditing videos with Mark. So, um, I, I mean, yeah, he probably gaslighted her and like made her do these things. But wow, and I heard all this from you guys. Like a lot of you guys who watch my videos went out there and said she was dating a cop. And although you weren't like spot on the money with that, you guys were really close. And he will eventually be a cop along with her. It's insane. I'm happy I watched this
My
video.
other kids because he abused them. He abused me. He abused our 2-year-old daughter. He hasn't seen her. Actually seen her since August 19th of this year. Um, he won't acknowledge pictures that I send to him. He doesn't want to hear her on the phone. He doesn't want anything to do with her unless I leave my marriage and go be with him. But I'm happy in life. I don't care if we have $1 million or we have $100. It doesn't bother me. I'd rather be broke than be, bitter and unhappy and depressed and just hating my life and being fearful every single day that I wake up. Now I can wake up, my husband makes me breakfast, and things are amazing. He's got the baby all fed, changed, and playing with her toys and everything, like everything that Mark couldn't do. So for him to be saying like all these things and like saying that I'm lying.
I wonder why he couldn't do those things. Why exactly couldn't he do those things? Why exactly couldn't he be a father? Was it because he was too busy picking up his camera and going to play influencer, like crazy influencer on making frauding videos? Did he have an appointment at the post office? Oh wait, never mind. Frauditors don't make appointments. How can you be a grown man and have a child? And this is what's more important to you as being a frauditor. This just I don't get people. I really don't.
I have all the proof. I've literally, kept every single piece of proof.
You're right. It definitely does seem like being a mother changed her. But I mean, she did say she had children before. She had kids with Mark that she's not allowed to see. I think because they're worried that she's going to get back with Mark. But yeah, some people it takes time.
All the defamation, all of the psychological, mental abuse. I have all the pictures and videos of the physical abuse. I have everything. I have multiple court orders that like state everything that he's done. Um, he's been arrested for DV. He's been arrested for violating restraining orders. He's been arrested just for everything. And honestly, it all started right where we live now. It all started where I'm living right now. Um, 4 months into our relationship, but he couldn't handle that I was tired of his nonsense and I had left him. He just couldn't accept it. And I was like, dude, like, that's it. That's it. It's the end of us. We're no more. Like, you live your lifestyle and I live my lifestyle. My lifestyle when I was with Mark consisted of me being, trapped at home, being the only person to take care of the baby. If I left the house, I couldn't just leave. I had to take the baby with me, take like everything that you have to take with a baby with you. He would go outside, smoke cigarettes, drink coffee. He'd be gone for hours. Like, I'd be like, dude, like, can you watch her so that I can take a shower? He wouldn't. He wouldn't. So I'd have to have the baby either in the shower with me or in the bathroom in one of her rocking chairs that she had, just so that I could take a shower or use the bathroom or whatever, because I had that new mother's guilt. You know what I'm saying? Like when a baby is a newborn and you're like, oh no, I feel so bad when they're crying, blah, blah, blah. And that's another thing. When she was first born, I had a C section, okay? She wasn't even 24 hours old, and we already had the state involved because Mark got in my face and was screaming at me in the hospital room. They told him that he needed to leave, and I begged them to let him back in because I couldn't do it alone because I had literally just gotten dissected, you know. And so they ended up, closing that case out and everything. But for the next 7 weeks after, when we got home from the hospital with our baby, I was sleeping on the couch. Whenever she made a single peep, okay, my daughter she was a chest dweller is what I call them. Like, she was always on my chest, because I couldn't get up. Like, I couldn't get up to like take care of her, so I took care of her right here on my chest in the bed. But whenever she cried, Mark would freak out. He'd start calling me every name in the book, so I was forced to like get myself through the pain and get the baby and I out in the living room on the couch. And that's where we were for 7 weeks until Mark decided that it was a good idea to flip out and throw a
I
remote, and it
I
bounced off the
agree.
walls and hit my face
She
and
needs to sue
shattered off
him
my
for
face,
child support. Hopefully
in
she
which a
does. I hope she does.
domestic order was put in place for that, and he was taken out of the home. He had come back, and I had we had gotten into a wicked argument, and I was like, dude, like, I'm done. I'm done with you treating me like this. So I gave the PD, like, all the screenshots and the phone calls and stuff from that DV order, when my daughter was 7 weeks old, and they arrested him on that. And he was once again thrown out of the house. Well, this was like in February of 24. May comes around, and I'm being told by the landlord that I have to pack up my kids and pack up my house and get out of there so that Mark can come back home, and I'm not allowed back there. So I went and found an apartment in Lebanon, and I moved up there with my children.
That's a good question. I don't know the answer. If she's married, can she sue for child support? I th- Maybe in the my parents were divorced. I don't. My mom actually didn't get married until after I was 18. So I don't know if you could, if you get remarried, if you could still collect child support. If anybody in the chat knows that answer, please let us know. I have no idea. That's a really good question though.
Well, Mark forced me to go back to the house. He said, I'm not going to help you with the kids or anything. You're cut off. We're nothing, blah, 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 if you don't come back. This was Father's Day of 2024, which is also his birthday at that time. Um, so I did. I gave up my apartment and moved. I moved back. So then it just progressively got worse and worse and worse. And then my car motor had blown up. A car in which I share, the title with Mark. So he constantly was stealing my car away from me. Well, I accidentally blew the motor because it was ticking anyhow since we had bought it. And I was carless from August until either late October or early November of 2024. And Mark made us walk everywhere. I was walking with a newborn, and, well, you know, she wasn't newborn, but she was still a baby. So I was walking with her and my severely asthmatic daughter, bringing her to and from school, going to and from appointments, going to and from the store, which everywhere was like within a mile. But
Are you guys hearing this? He took her car. He stole her car. To do what? Can you guys guess what he was doing? Other than being a deadbeat father? He stole her car with their newborn child, made her walk to take care of the newborn child while he went off to be a frauditor. I just what a piece of shit.
it still sucked because once it started getting cold, like I had to walk everywhere. Mark had two cars at the time. He had a Honda Accord and then he had his Mercedes Benz. I asked if I could use the Accord to go for a appointment to see, they were checking to see if I had cancer, like ovarian cancer, and I never made it to that appointment because he told me no. So then um I get my car back and everything, and Mark takes it. He took it from me and then he went and got a copy, like a copy of the key. Well, then all of a sudden I get my car back because I was like, dude, whatever. Like, I went out and bought a different car anyhow. I had bought a different car and I had said that it was my brother's, and he was letting me borrow it. Those are the things that I had to do. I had to do what I had to do to be able to, still get my kids around, without having to expose them to, the coldness and stuff. So I did that. He gives me my car back once he finds out that I have somebody helping me, quote unquote. Even though I helped myself, I figured it out myself. Um, and so he gives me my car back, and I park the other car up in Lebanon at a friend's house. And then he ends up coming in the middle of the night on June 25th of this year, and he stole my car again. And so I was like, dude, like, you showed up on private property. You were being this way. Like, I have it all on video, man. I have it all on video. He was acting out of place. Like, he was being very, very irrational. So I put a restraining order on him. He was making threats, just being very derogatory. Like, he's not the person that you guys all think he is. I've dealt with a lot with this man. So he violates the restraining order by doing this whole Snapchat thing. And
Thanks for becoming a
I know
member,
I'm gonna
Angel.
get cross-examined and everything, and you
Means so
violated
much.
an
Thank
order,
you.
dude. You violated an order. I'm very fearful of you. I don't know what you're gonna do when you get out of there. Like, now I have to move again, and I'm really tired of uprooting my family, having to move to run from him. I really am. Like, I'm scared. He has his followers driving by my house now, like yelling and screaming, throwing stuff at the house. I mean, come on, man. Like, this isn't my property. This is somebody else's property, and now you're having your little minions like come and try to like destroy it. Like, come on, dude. That's not even cool at all. So the fear is there. Like, I have to now dip into funds that like we were saving for a trip to now relocate once again. I have to keep my car under lock and key. Like, my car's not even out front of my house. It's literally locked away. I mean,
That's a good question, David. First off, again, Angel, in case you didn't hear me, thank you for the membership. That means so much. Really appreciate it. That's a good question, David. Again, this is a situation where, again, he's a professional gaslighter. He's a professional manipulator. Not a very good one because obviously he doesn't have any money. He's stealing her cars and destroying them. Um, she probably was terrified to call the police. He's doing things like they're in the hospital. She's just had a C-section, giving birth to their newborn, and he's in her face screaming at her, getting thrown out of the hospital. He's doing things like that. She's probably terrified. She's probably terrified. Um, yeah, never underestimate the power of a good manipulator. Never.
I don't have transportation unless my husband's here to bring me to go and pick up my transportation so that I can use it for a few and then put it right back. I mean, what kind of life is that, man? Like, that's not cool. I've had to replace tires.
What's up, Boot? Y'all should be hearing from her soon, hopefully. I think. Uh, but yeah, appreciate you coming in, Boot.
I've had to replace the battery because somebody went underneath and clipped a cord to it or whatever the heck they did. They've scratched my car. They've busted like they've busted my rims off from it, which yeah, they were cheap, but I mean, come on. Who does that? Who does that? Like if you have a problem, like you don't want me in your life, sign off. That's all you have to do. Sign off on your daughter that you don't support or see or even acknowledge her existence. Stop lying to your fans. Be transparent. You're all about transparency, right, press? You're not being very transparent at all. Like now I'm sitting here when I could be doing my college coursework trying to explain myself when I should never have to do that. Auditors, girlfriends and stuff are not supposed to be seen. They're in the background taking care of the family, doing what they need to do. It doesn't.
I still think it's amazing. She just fully admitted I don't even know how to process this, guys. She just she just fully admitted that again, everything we speculated was that she was married or getting married to a police officer. Turns out she's not getting married to a police officer. She's getting married to a police officer in training, and her herself is about to go through the process of becoming uh, a police officer as well. And she's talking about auditors' wives should be still in the background. She seems like very like she seems genuinely scared of this dude, and maybe not in the physical sense but more in the mental sense where she's more, how do I say this, she's she, everybody knows somebody who's been in that relationship where they couldn't they knew they shouldn't be in that relationship. The person themselves knew they shouldn't have been in that relationship, but for whatever reason they couldn't, they couldn't get away from that person. And it's usually because those people are really good manipulators. And again, frauditors are professional manipulators, professional gaslighters. Um, so she seems mentally scarred from this dude.
Make sense to me. The way he treated us every day that he got home from doing his job is 110 times worse. Like you guys couldn't even imagine in your wildest dreams. Like the things that we went through after
Brainwashed.
you guys have seen what he's done to those people out there. Imagine that 110 times worse. I got it. I
And Boot,
got
I
it.
wish I could tell
Okay, I
you.
used to like
I wish I could
be
tell you
like this
more, Boot,
bubbly,
but that's not
sunshiny
my
type
place.
person, and he broke me down. He broke me down, and like now I'm in like therapy. Like I do therapy every single day because I have to try to get over him and like not him, but his trauma that he's inflicted onto me. It's not okay, and my poor husband has to like watch me go through this.
Yeah, I've definitely heard that saying before, Angel, and I've been around strong women my whole life, and I don't want to sound corny by saying that, but I have, and yeah, I've seen women go through hell. Women in my life growing up close to me go through hell, and I've seen them come through, some really crazy shit.
Every single day, and it's just not okay. But I'm going to end it off here, and I'm going to say thank you guys for listening and hearing me out. Whatever you do, don't do his canteen. Like, don't donate anymore. The, like, just don't donate anymore. It doesn't go where he's claiming that it goes. It doesn't go towards paying for fees for FOIA requests and paperwork and
Oh,
lawyers and stuff like
surprise,
that. He has a
surprise.
state appointed lawyer right now. The only other lawyer he has is Leaf Becker out of Portsmouth, New Hampshire, who is supporting him on our parenting case, but he's a free domestic violence lawyer, which Mark somehow got for the DV case that we had, in which is the only reason why he won. Um, but just don't donate anymore. It's you guys are literally paying for a frauditor. Like, I mean, come on, dude, to like have fun, live a life of luxury. Well, his family that he claims to love and not abuse and stuff is just living how we live. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't care, you know, or like that I'm not happy that I live the way I live, but I'm much better off without him, that's for sure. I'm much better off not being in fear. I'm better off, you know, not having somebody who's like gonna violate restraining orders and go against the police and just be a negative person in my life. But thank you guys for listening and hearing me out. I'm sorry I'm very long-winded. But this is the full truth. This is your full transparency. And share my video, you know, get it out there. I want everybody to know, especially his followers, exactly how he is. Thank you guys.
I mean, what is this? Oh, she throw some? Okay, I don't know what that is. But yeah, I mean, are you guys surprised that those donations aren't going to what he says they're going to? We we know the frauditors don't use those donations for anything other than the. I mean, Long Island Audit is driving around in a Tesla. How the hell do you think he can afford a Tesla? I mean, I get that they're more affordable now than what they used to be, but they're not. Someone who's unemployed like Long Island Audits, shouldn't be able to afford a Tesla. So let's go ahead before we get out of here. Let's watch the his explanation. I know, gross, right? Yeah, we don't want to hear that. But this is a phone call. I don't know who's recording this, but this was uploaded onto his channel. This is a speakerphone, I guess you could call it, interview of himself on his own channel. I guess either that video was into response of this or his videos in response to hers. I'm not sure. So let's go ahead and watch it. Let's see if we could uh, let's go ahead and see if we can put this all together. I still, I don't know. I don't know what to.
Yes. This is fucking terrible. I can't tell, dude, because it's on just the fucking.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah, hold first. I don't see how these people can take money from these brainwashed clowns and then be able to sleep at night. I mean, I feel bad in my videos asking you guys to just sign up for memberships, but I mean, they're living like great lives on. I guess I'm on the wrong side of this, guys. I should pretend to give a damn about the First Amendment. I should pretend that I'm so offended that my rights are being taken away from me. Maybe I'd be living a better life. Maybe I wouldn't be out in the cold rain all goddamn day like I was today. It's a joke, by the way. I appreciate you,
There's
Boo.
people coming in now.
Seriously,
press.
man.
You can go ahead and you got
How
a
many
good.
people are in the stream, guys?
No idea.
I should say.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to help press here.
We got 277 people.
277. All right.
All right, guys. Hey, what's up? It's Press NH now over at the Grafton County Department of Corrections in Haverhill, New Hampshire. Apparently, I have been jailed for the last few days, and
Whenever he speaks, I feel like I'm listening to a badass kid, just like a badass child, like one of those little like rugrats, like you just the neighbor's kid that you wish you could just throw a shoe at their forehead or something. He doesn't sound like an adult. He takes pictures on Snapchat like a child. He dresses like an overweight Mac Miller. I did.
I'm gonna give you guys an update. I don't know if you can you see the chat?
And how about can you hear us?
And can you hear us? If you can hear me, hit a 1. If you need help with audio and cannot hear me, hit a 2. I'll give you a couple seconds, guys. Just want to make sure you guys can hear me. This is an update video on my arrest entertainment.
We got a lot of ones, press. Whole bunch.
All right. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate your support, guys. I really do. I'm giving you an update.
He does sound like a Family Guy character. That's a perfect. It's a
Here in
perfect
Haverhill, New Hampshire.
comparison.
I have a couple things I want to go over, and I'm going to be fully transparent.
Car.
The video
Get in the car.
appealing to you guys, as you know, you didn't really understand why I was here. I couldn't talk. It was a stream that just kept going. That I
What's
had
up?
somebody
What's up?
do for me.
Yeah, he
They
does
weren't very
definitely buy
familiar with what
followers.
was going on. I did want to let you know the situation, and that was I've been detained and arrested since as of Monday of this week, or last week, as you may call it. So my update on my arrest and my detention right now, like I said, I'm going to be fully transparent. It is a personal matter. I was arrested for a protective order violation that I had a warrant since August. To be honest, there was a restraining order that was a frivolous restraining order from my ex. That was issued back in, I think, July. And I ended up moving to Florida at the end of July, very beginning of August.
You didn't end up moving to Florida. You ran off to Florida. You had a warrant out for your arrest, and you ran like a scared little bitch to Florida. That's what happened. You didn't move to Florida. You don't pack your stuff and go live in a Red Roof Inn in BFF, Florida, and call that moving. You were on the run, buddy. You got scared. You had a restraining order for domestic abuse, domestic violence, domestic battery, whatever, and you ran to Florida. You headed down south. That is literally on the run, jackass.
There was a warrant issued, I think, in late August, if not September, as far as I'm concerned. So I didn't run to Florida for my warrant, as people may have think or thought.
Yes, you did, you little bitch.
I did not have a warrant. I moved to Florida to completely change my whole surroundings, my life, everything involved that I have personally going on, and go from there. So
He moved to Florida to play Mickey Mouse at Disney World or something. Why would he move to Florida? She just got done saying they have a 36-month-old child together, and then he's just gonna go move to Florida. He violated his restraining order, and he got scared, and he ran. Once again, he went straight down south, as far south as you can go.
I do want to let you guys know I was arrested for a restraining order violation. The big question here is, am I guilty of it? No. It was conspiracy between the Lebanon PD and my ex-girlfriend. Okay? The restraining order violation investigation, anyway, was 1 day prior to the dismissal of that restraining order. And about 2 months later, a warrant was issued. So I called the Lebanon PD about a week and a half ago, and I set up a time to turn myself into New Hampshire and get this all wrapped up as I should. I'm innocent. I'm not worried about it. I wasn't running. Lebanon PD knows that, but they held me out on no bail. So I am currently incarcerated with absolutely no bail.
What is this jackass doing? Why are you hiding your face from with an American flag? No one gives you shit. Like, no one cares about you, unless you want it to for some dumb shit. I swear these people are the dumbest folks on the face of the planet. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I'm fine. Everything's good. It's okay. And I do have a lot of friends, supporters, everybody here that's helping me. I do want to let you know that I do have an attorney.
Your ex just cleared that up. You don't have an attorney. You have a public defender. So we'll.
And I have not been in touch with him. I have had a family member in touch with him, but he's going to be getting in touch with me later on this week, and we're going to be filing a bunch of motions
Later on this week when you see him in court.
to try to get me out of here. And I will return back to court. I've never been arrested. I've never been, let's say, not arrested. But
He's never been arrested. He's not. I've got like 12 videos. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but I have plenty of videos of him being arrested, not detained, being cuffed and stuffed.
I've never been charged and convicted of any domestic assault, anything domestic related. I don't hit women. It's not on my record.
Yes, you do. There's records of you being arrested for domestic battery, or I think it's called domestic battery, like twice, at least 2 times. That's public records.
It never will be on my record. This restraining order is bullshit. And I was set up between my ex and the Lebanon PD, who has had it out for me for a very long time. And she saw her opportunity and took it. So that's my update on my arrest. The next thing I want to do is I want to expose a few things that I've noticed in several different areas. Starting with the Lebanon PD. Lebanon PD, obviously, I just told you, was conspiring with my ex-girlfriend regarding this restraining order. And what happened, long story short, is that the day before it was dismissed, that I put a motion in for this restraining order to get dropped, what happened was she sent me a Snapchat. She sent me a Snapchat request and reported it to the police, saying that I accepted it and that I was communicating. There's absolutely no communication. I would never do that the day before the hearing for this to get dropped, which it did the next.
Okay, I messed up. We should have definitely watched her video after this one, because she just basically, she showed us her whole Snapchat layout, whatever you want to call it. She showed us everything. Everything he's saying is clearly a lie. If you were here from the beginning of the live when we watched her video, we saw all that already. He's just lying through his teeth. This whole video, we're just hearing lies. I mean,
it's ridiculous. So they went out and got a warrant. A few weeks later, or a month later, they did their investigation. Apparently, they got a warrant for Snapchat and so forth, and conspired and got a warrant for my arrest. So that's with the Lebanon PD. They also took my vehicle, my rental vehicle, and they impounded it from the PD that I drove to. They impounded it when I told them I was going to have somebody pick it up. Over to Midnight Towing in Lebanon, New Hampshire. I told them, don't tow it, somebody's coming to pick it up. Now, I cannot return that vehicle because they will not release it to anybody else. So now I'm being charged for the midnight towing all week, and as long as that vehicle is there, which nobody else is able to get it out. And I'm also getting charged through Thrifty at the Manchester airport as well. So I'm getting a double whammy on that one, thanks to Lebanon PD, who was told not to tow the vehicle and people were on the way to get it. And they did that purposely. So now I'm getting charged from 2 different entities, Thrifty and Midnight Towing.
Hey, Press, can you do a number 1, 2 sound check real quick? And also, thanks for a $4.99 super chat.
Check 1, 2. If you can hear me, put a 1. If you cannot and you need audio adjustment, hit a 2. I cannot see chat, and I cannot answer questions. This is all about my update, my exposure here.
All right, we're still good on the audio, Press. Carry on.
All right, guys. So the second thing is the jail here. I've noticed a lot of different things going on at this jail. For one, they're letting absolutely nobody out on bail. They're holding everybody here until their plea deals are expired. They'll hold them until their maximum penalty is expired, and then cut them a plea deal and then cut them loose. So they're holding everybody hostage here just for their own wins.
They're not holding you they're not holding anybody hostage. It's jail. You're in jail. You're locked up, bro. You're not holding anybody hostage. And I love how you're in jail and you're playing freaking sheriff. Like, just shut up. Go away.
The second thing is, one second, guys. They have I don't know if you've ever heard of PRIA. And make sure you check out the description, guys, on this as well. This is going to explain a lot of what this is. PRIA. I'm not going to say it online. But there's an auditor coming here on 12/8 and 12/10. Her name is Amy Fairbanks. They have a poster that is legally supposed to be posted regarding this. That is inside the facility here, and they were supposed to put it on the board on 10/24/25 legally, so people here at the facility can report things to the auditor for malpractices, assaults, stuff like that. So on 10/24 they posted. They were supposed to on 10/24, and they didn't put it there on the board until 11/24 of this year. It's supposed to be, the inmates are supposed to reach out to this person by mail by 12/1/2025. Again.
All right. So now at this point, he's not even talking about the reason. He's not even talking about. Better get used to these bars, kid. By the way, guys, if you guys aren't familiar with Boot Body Cam, make sure you go subscribe to his channel. He's awesome. I've been following him for a while. He's been supporting me since I started. He's got a great channel over there. So you guys do me a favor and go subscribe to his channel as well after this. But yeah, he's in there not even talking about. Well, he's in there now. Now he's just complaining about the jail, basically, or whatever. And the guy who's recording this, now we know why the American flag's up, because he was back there taking a big dump. Y'all didn't hear the freaking toilet just flush? I mean, was this guy living in a porta potty?
The audit is supposed to be done on 12/8, 12/10. Submissions to this auditor for complaints are supposed to be submitted by 12/1. It was posted on 11/24. And it was supposed to be posted on 10/24, so they were a month late and did that on purpose so people cannot redress their grievances towards this auditor come in for sexual assault, different complaints regarding the facility, and so forth and so on. So that's a huge, huge deal. Another thing I've noticed is they're taking inmates' mattresses as a form of punishment. Somebody closed their door the other day, and they took their mattress. They had taken their canteens for not making their bed. They're contaminating people's food who have allergies. Here's another kicker, guys. New Hampshire medical assistants, their health insurance gets shut off automatically when they come here, when they're admitted. And what happens is that the taxpayers of Haverhill, New Hampshire, have to pay that bill. And then they go back and charge the inmates anyways when they leave. There's been multiple allegations of sexual.
This dude, I'm sorry, I'm not. It's hard enough listening to freaking Boston Globe here talking over the phone, but the guy who's recording this with the flag, he's trying to hide his identity and stuff. But we done seen his face like 20 times. He's back there tweaking, running back and forth, just flipping out on meth or freaking. Fart dust or something. What is going on?
Assault on the woman's side. There's been multiple investigations at this prison or jail. The superintendent is Tim Lethbridge. So if you guys want to redress and petition your government, you could always do so. All the links and description and the comment, it should all be there. This place is ridiculous. The prosecution is frivolous. Okay? Her name is...
What is happening?
Tracy Connolly. She's over at the Lebanon PD. All information is in the description if you'd like to redress the petition. This place is out of control at the Grafton County Department of Corrections here in Haverhill, New Hampshire. It is outright ridiculous. They're holding people hostage here. They're not giving them bail, all the way from the courts to the judges and the prosecution and now the jail staff. It's crazy. I'm going to be getting in touch with my attorney. I'm going to be filing multiple motions and try to get myself out of here. I'm okay. I'm all right. It's not, the inmates are not bad here. We're all working together because of the staff and the corrupt system. So apparently this whole jail here is the only jail in New Hampshire for the Department of Corrections that apparently take your health insurance from New Hampshire, that provides it for you from the state, and then charges you for it. For all your medications, all your treatment, and your drug addiction treatment. They don't even give them Suboxone. They don't give them any medication here. They make them go cold turkey, get sick. It's outright ridiculous, okay? The stuff I've seen here, I've been held in jails before, but nothing like this. So again, if you'd like to seek and petition your government, you could always do so. I'm being fully transparent here, guys, with you. This is my personal business. I don't like to mix that, with my auditing, but this does have a lot to do with the government, obviously, with the court system and the prosecutor and the jail, and just frivolous allegations on myself. It's just outright wrong on so many different levels, and I'm not the only one here that they're holding for this violation of restraining order. I mean, there's people here that have restraining orders that have done much worse than what I've ever been accused of, and that's apparently accepting a friend request on Snapchat. That's what I'm here for, being held on. And I don't.
Yes, for accepting a friend request on Snap. When you have that stay away order for something as serious as domestic battery, you're not allowed to have any kind of contact with that person that you committed this crime towards at all. That means text messages, Facebook messages, Facebook likes, pokes. It don't matter. You can't do it. You can't do it. And that other person goes and shows the judge this. You're locked up, bro. You're in jail. I mean, you are out on bond for domestic battery. That is probably the worst crime under abusing a child and murder.
Even use Snapchat. It's the kicker. Also, I do have a lot of attorney fees for this.
Victoria, we just played that video actually. Yeah, we did. We actually just watched that one.
I'm going to be doing a lot more investigations here. I will be keeping you updated as much as possible. Try to get my friends to make posts for my YouTube channel, live streams, videos, whatnot, whatever they can do. I do still appreciate all your support, guys. I do greatly appreciate all your donations. I do still have PayPal and Cash App. There's no.
Don't forget, guys, his ex in that video we just watched admitted none of those donations go towards anything that he says there is. He has a public attorney, so he's not paying for lawyers. He doesn't use the money for FOIAs. He uses that money to blow it on, things like cigarettes and rental cars, then to go on the run to Florida from the police.
Obligation. It will go towards my legal funds. I do have a canteen.
Oh, good.
Here, but those also go towards my phone calls. I don't care about food. The phone calls for my canteen I can use to make phone calls to my attorney. Well, my attorneys are free usually. But friends, family, stuff like that, I can use my canteen money. It's 21 cents a minute. If you guys want to help, I'd appreciate it. Again, like I said, I'm just being open and transparent with you guys. I know a lot of you might be upset about what's going on. Personally, saying, oh, well, he's got a restraining order violation, he's domestic violence, so forth. None of that is on my record. I've never been convicted of it. I've never hit a woman in my life.
Then why are you in jail for it right now? Why are you in jail for it right now, bro? Why are you in jail having your cracked out friend record you basically begging for money to buy ramen noodles? while you're in jail. It's just, I mean, I don't understand it. And then unfortunately, these fools have freaking slow-minded people who still send them money.
My ex-wife can vouch for that. I get along with her better than I do my ex-girlfriend, if you can imagine. Like I said, this is all my personal information. Trying to be fully transparent with you guys. I think you guys deserve to know what's going on. I do.
Well, that goes to answer my next question. Victoria actually in the chat just said that his ex, I can't remember her name, said that his court was rescheduled with no date yet, and he stays in jail until the next trial. Thank you, Victoria. That was actually, I was actually just thinking that. So
Typically take the winters off, so this really isn't hurting me too much. With my auditing, I'll just take it as a loss at this point and just take off the winter, as I usually do. I should be back in Florida by now, but I'm not. I'm still in New Hampshire. I am going to visit my family and my friends before I go back to Florida. But I do have a lot more videos for you guys when I do get out. I have about 3 or 4 audits that I could be posting, but I cannot. And until then, you're just going to have to be patient and wait for that.
oh,
I think that's about it. I appreciate all you guys. I think there's only like 20 minutes on this phone. I appreciate my friends, especially the ones that are here today, helping me out with this chat and this live stream. We went through a lot to get him connected to my YouTube channel and get all this going. So I appreciate all you guys. Make sure you hit that like, watch all my old videos. It does help with my finances and such. I do still have bills out there in Florida. And the donations, obviously, they go straight towards either canteen, phone calls, and or my legal fees with my attorney here in New Hampshire.
You're at 17 minutes.
Yep. So I only have a couple more minutes, guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to let you guys go. Hit that like on your way out. Like I said, I'll try to make as much updates as I can. Stay tuned. Make sure you check out the description. All of the information that you need to redress a petition, you have a right to do so. And I think that's going to be it. So I appreciate it, guys. I hope you guys are safe out there. I'll be good in here. I'll miss you all. And hopefully I talk to you soon. And as soon as I get out, obviously I will let you know. That's it. So I appreciate you guys. Until the next one, guys. Buddy, I'm going to have you
Yep.
end the stream here.
I'm going to try to figure it out.
All right, guys. Peace. Press an H now.
all right. Well, that is. I somehow have more questions than before I sat here and started this live with you guys. So obviously, this is for anybody who came in late. This is the video right here. If you guys want to go back and watch that video, if you haven't already, this is his ex right here. This is her video explaining everything. We watched that before. I feel really, really bad for her. She seems like she's genuinely trying to get her life in order. She seems like she again manipulated and mentally abused, and also physically abused by this guy. He's in jail for it right now. And she's sitting here, she's claiming she has children with other men before she had, their newborn with him, and she's sitting here trying to raise those kids alone because those baby daddies don't want anything to do with her because they're afraid she's going to bring Mark back in her life. It's a lot of frauditor Jerry Springer BS. I'm going to have to do some more digging on this, and I may come back to this on a different live and learn more about this whole situation or do a video on it. So you guys tell me what you guys thought of this live stream, how well it moved. I'm testing out a third-party streaming service right now. Seems like it's working great. I just wish I could see my chats and not have to use my phone. So if I'm missing you guys' comments and chats once again, I'm sorry. I can't keep up on my phone. It's so small. I'm blind. I'm old. So I'm gonna get that figured out, and also I apologize for the commercials. I had no idea that there's commercials on lives. I pay for YouTube Premium, so I don't get commercials, and when I watch lives, I will figure that out. I will make sure you guys who don't have premium don't get commercials in the lives. I promise. And also, I do have a regular video I am working on. I was working on before I started this. I'm going to record it tomorrow and it should be out. I'm going to aiming for Sunday, and then I'm gonna try to get back to posting more videos, at least 2 or 3 a week. I really appreciate all you guys coming in, saying hello. Angel, I really appreciate your membership. I appreciate everybody who's been in the chat the whole time. uh, you guys are awesome. I flat out enjoy talking to you guys and seeing you guys in here, and actually had a lot of fun, a lot more fun doing this than I thought I was, at least. This is really hard for me, man. I mean, this is my kind of downtime. This is when I get to, spend time with family, catch up on some shows or whatever. This is when I like to kind of decompress, from my mental health and get away from all this BS. But I enjoyed doing this. I did. And I'll do this next week. I'll figure everything out. And I really appreciate you guys coming. Please, please, please make sure you spread the word. Get people to come and watch these videos. It will help me out a lot. I will see you guys next time. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. Keep a lookout for my next